Chate group of education. In this lecture, we want to focus on the most important chapter from human physiology, that is digestion and absorption from need point of view. So, digestion and absorption. The content of digestion and absorption according to NCERT syllabus, in our state board syllabus, it is included in 11th standard topic, that is human nutrition. Average number of questions asked in NEET examination, it is 2 or 3 multiple choice questions asked in examination. In this topic, digestion and absorption, we want to concentrate on some aspects or points. The first, we want to clear the concept, that is basic concept, which I have studied in standard 8, 9, 10th. After completion, this topic in 11th standard start with the human digestive system. So we want to focus in details aspect of human digestive system with reference to alimentary canal and digestive gland. Third point, that is histological structure of stomach and intestine. We want to focus on the histological structure, means microscopic study of tissue, that is stomach and intestine. Then fourth aspect, that is physiology of digestion, how digestion occurs. We want to focus on the details of this digestion process. After that, we want to focus on the event of absorption and assimilation. Afterwards, we want to focus on this gastrointestinal hormone, role of gastrointestinal hormone in the physiology of digestion, absorption, assimilation. And in last point, we want to focus on the disorders related with the digestive system. In these main points, we want to cover the entire syllabus of digestion and absorption. So, start with this point, that is nutrition. You know that the living organism, biology is the branch which deals with the study of living things, The characteristic feature of living things, the living things shows the growth, development, and for growth and development, continuous supply of food material is required, and that's why the organism can shows this phenomenon with the help of this event or process termed as a nutrition. So what is nutrition? Nutrition is the sum of processes by which organism consume and utilize the substances. So concentrate first on the definition of nutrition according to World Health Organization. According to World Health Organization, nutrition is the sum of the processes by which organism consume and utilize the food substances. So it is the sum of, means different processes through which organism consume and utilize the food substances. Consume the food substances in the form of food and utilize these substances in the form of different, means it is utilized in the form of energy. It can be used for the carry out the different processes. As a result, there is formation of some substances like regulators, hormones. So it utilizes this food by different way. Now focus on the processes of nutrition. Nutrition consists different processes. The first process is termed as ingestion. What is meant by ingestion? Selection and intake of food. Most important point, that is the selection and intake of food. म्हणजे आपण काय खाणार आहोत हे पहिल्यांदा ठरवावं लागेल आणि ठरवल्यानंतर ते खायचं की नाही हे ठरवल्यानंतर आपण ते आतमध्ये घेणार आहोत. ही प्रोसेस म्हणजे इंजेक्शन. सेकंड प्रोसेस आहे, जे काही फूड घेतलेलं आहे ते फूड आपण कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म मध्ये घेत आहोत. सो हे कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म आहे असे सेल ऍक्सेप्ट करणार नाही. सो वी वांट टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू द सिंपल फॉर्म. सो व्हाट इज डायजेशन? Digestion is a process which convert complex, indiffusible, unabsorbable foodstuff into simple, diffusible and absorbable food form with the help of enzymes. म्हणजेच काय? जनरली आपण जेव्हा न्यूट्रिएंट्स वरती कॉन्सन्ट्रेट करतो, 9th 10th मध्ये आपण स्टडी केलेले आहेत. न्यूट्रिएंट्स जे आहेत हे दोन कॅटेगरी मध्ये आपण डिवाइड करतो. द न्यूट्रिएंट्स which required in large quantity, they are termed as the macronutrients, while the nutrients which are required in trace amount, they are termed as the micronutrients. On the basis of requirement, त्याचे पुन्हा प्रकार होतात, that is macronutrients and micronutrients, and on the basis of chemical nature, that is organic and inorganic, that is carbohydrate, protein, फॅट, हे जे सबस्टन्सेस आहेत हे nutrients large quantity मध्ये घ्यावे लागतात, so they are termed as macronutrients, while the vitamins, minerals हे little amount मध्ये घ्यावे लागतात, so they are termed as micronutrient. So जे मॅक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स आहेत, कार्बोहायड्रेट, प्रोटीन आणि फॅट, हे घेतलेले सिंपल फॉर्म मध्ये कन्वर्ट करावे लागतील, बिकॉज एक्सेप्टेबल फॉर्म बाय द सेल, that is the monosaccharide. So we want to convert the polysaccharides into monosaccharide like glucose, fructose, galactose. We want to convert the complex protein molecules into the simple acceptable form, that is the amino acid, while fats get converted into fatty acid and glycerol by this process, that is the digestion. Next process, that is the absorption. Absorption is a process through which the simple substances get diffused into the blood from the lumen of alimentary canal, termed as absorption, because blood acts as a circulating fluid which circulate or transfer these simple substances up to the cell. Next process, that is assimilation. Assimilation is the process through which protoplasm of the cell can be synthesized, means cell can synthesize the protoplasm by the process of assimilation. And last process, that is egestion. Egestion is the process of removal of undigested food material from the body. Process is termed as egestion. So these are the main processes involved in the nutrition, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Now concentrate on the modes of nutrition. हे सगळे पॉइंट जे आहेत ते बेस म्हणून 9th 10th मध्ये स्टडी केलेत, पण बेस पुन्हा रिकॉल करणं खूप गरजेचं आहे, म्हणून थोडंसं ब्रीफ मध्ये आपण कॉन्संट्रेट करतोय. मोड्स ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, बेसिक 2 modes, that is autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Main difference, you know that autotrophic nutrition means in this type of nutrition organism can synthesize their food all, while heterotrophic nutrition, in which organism cannot synthesize their food all, it derived from others. Or in second way, in the autotrophic nutrition, organism can synthesize the organic substances from inorganic substances all, while in heterotrophic mode of nutrition, organism cannot synthesize the organic substances all, they take directly from the others. Now this autotrophic nutrition are of 2 types, that is chemoautotropic nutrition and photoautotropic nutrition. Means some organism produce the organic substances from inorganic substances, like that is sulfur, carbon dioxide, like so it is chemoautotropic. For example, sulfur bacteria, nitrifying bacteria, these are the example. While photoautotropic nutrition, in this nutrition some organism use the solar energy and convert the inorganic substances into organic substances all. Good example, that is the plants. So plant shows photoautotropic nutrition. Photoautotropic nutrition. आपण animals स्टडी करणार आहोत. So in animals we can observe the heterotrophic nutrition, means animals cannot synthesize organic substances from inorganic substances all, they derive directly from the others or diet. Depending upon the mode of feeding, this heterotrophic nutrition further divides into 3 types: holozoic nutrition, saprophytic nutrition and parasitic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition means nutrition derived from the food substances. Saprophytic nutrition means nutrition derived from the dead decaying material, while parasitic nutrition is the nutrition means the organism derive ready-made food material from the host, so it is termed as a parasitic mode of nutrition. Now on the basis of the feeding habit, heterotrophic nutrition have the different types, that is the herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, sanguivores, soilivores and cannibalic. These are the feeding habits of the animals. If animals feeds on the plant and plant product, then it is termed as herbivores. For example, goat, sheep, cow, buffalo. Carnivores, the animals derive the food from the animals and animal products, then it is termed as carnivores. That is the dog, then tiger, lion, that is the carnivores. Then omnivores. Omnivores means feed on the both plant and animal material. For example, human being. So human being shows omnivorous feeding habit. Then sanguivores, when animal feeds on the blood and blood product. Good example, that is the mosquito. Then soilivores. Soilivores means it feed on the organic content present in the soil. For example, earthworm. And cannibalic means it feeds on the members of own species. Then it is termed as a cannibalic. So these are the feeding habits of the heterotrophic nutrition. Here, from this chart, for our chapter, we want to collect the basic nutrition observed in the human being. That is, human being shows the feeding habit, that is the omnivorous. Second, it shows the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and in heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that is the holozoic type. Which one? Holozoic type. So, from the basic, for our chapter, we want to collect what is meant by nutrition, processes of nutrition, and then the mode of habit of human being and the mode of nutrition in human being. After completion of basic concepts of nutrition, now we want to discuss the main point of this topic, that is human digestive system. In standard 10th, in life processes topic, you have studied the diagram as well as the different components. In brief, we revise it. Human digestive system made up by two components, that is, first it is alimentary canal, and second associated gland, also termed as a digestive gland. Now first, alimentary canal. Alimentary canal is a long muscular tube, measures about 8 to 10 meter long. 8 to 10 meter long alimentary canal, and this alimentary canal start with mouth, ends with anus. Start with mouth, ends with anus. So different organs associated with alimentary canal, that is mouth leads into the mouth cavity leads into the pharynx leads into the esophagus leads into the stomach leads into the small intestine leads into large intestine, and large intestine ends with anus. So this is the part associated with the alimentary canal. This mouth is associated with the process, it is termed as ingestion. Mouth cavity, it is associated with the function, that is the process, digestion. Then pharynx and esophagus involved in the conduction, means it is swallowing and conduction of food bolus. Then stomach is involved mainly in digestion and little amount of absorption, while small intestine, main function, it is final stage of digestion and main function, that is absorption, while in large intestine, little amount of absorption and little amount of digestion observed, while anus is involved in the process, that is egestion. We want to go in details of each aspect. Now, this alimentary canal associated with the three associated glands termed as a digestive gland. First gland, that is the salivary gland, present in mouth cavity, and this salivary gland secretes the secretion termed as a saliva. So secretion of salivary gland is the saliva. Second associated gland is the liver, which is present in front of stomach below the diaphragm. This liver, it is the largest exocrine gland, and secretion of liver is termed as a bile juice. Third associated gland, that is the pancreas, which is the heterocrine gland, and due to this heterocrine nature, it secretes the hormone as an endocrine nature, while the second, it secretes the exocrine secretion. It is termed as a pancreatic juice. So pancreas secretes the pancreatic juice, while additional two glands associated with this, that is gastric gland and intestinal gland. Gastric gland secretes the juice termed as a gastric juice, and intestinal gland secretes the juice termed as a intestinal juice. So these secretion plays important role in this digestion phenomenon or digestion process. That is the saliva, which is secreted by salivary gland, bile juice secreted by the liver, pancreatic juice secreted by the pancreas, gastric juice secreted by gastric gland, and intestinal juice secreted by intestinal gland. Now we want to go in details of every organ associated with this human digestive system. So start with first point, that is the organ, mouth and mouth cavity. So concentrate on the mouth. What is mouth? Mouth is the anterior transverse slit-like opening of human digestive system. Anterior transverse slit-like opening of digestive system. And this mouth is guarded by two fleshy lips. It is guarded by two fleshy lips. While mouth enters into the next, that is the mouth cavity. This mouth cavity also termed as a buccal cavity. Mouth cavity is also termed as a buccal cavity. But this mouth cavity or buccal cavity made up by the two jaws. That is, this is the upper jaw, and this upper jaw made up by paired bone, that is the maxilla. While this is the lower jaw, and this lower jaw made up by a single bone termed as a mandible. So maxilla and mandible forms the mouth cavity, and this mandible and maxilla externally covered by the cheeks. So mouth cavity externally covered by cheeks, internally it is made up by two jaws, upper jaw and lower jaw. And this mouth cavity consists different organs. That is, the first, in this jaws there is presence of teeth. Second, in this mouth cavity at the posterior surface ventral side there is a presence of triangular fleshy tongue. While third, there is presence of one associated gland termed as a salivary gland. So the components of mouth cavity, that is first, that is teeth, second, that is the tongue, and third, that is the salivary gland. Now we want to focus on these points, these parts from need point of view. First, concentrate on the teeth. When we focus on these teeth, human teeth, there are characteristic feature of these teeth, total number of teeth as well as the condition. First, these teeth are embedded in the bony sockets of jaws. And it plays important role in the process, that is the mastication of food. That is the mastication process. This mastication process of digestion carried by the teeth. Now first point regarding teeth from need point of view, that is dentition. Dentition is the branch which deals with the structure of teeth, number of teeth, arrangement of teeth in the jaw, and fourth, the functions of the teeth. So total aspects of teeth studied by the branch, it is termed as a dentition. And that's why you know that the doctor associated with this teeth is termed as a dentist. We want to do the medical course for studying these all aspects of teeth, that is the BDS. So that is the first condition, that is the dentition. Second, we want to focus on the structure of tooth. Because tooth is the singular while teeth is the plural form. When we focus on this tooth shows this is the simple structure of tooth. This tooth embedded in the bony socket of jaw. This is the bony socket of jaw, and it gets connection with this bony sockets with the help of ligament termed as periodontine ligament. It is termed as periodontine ligament. Now the part of tooth which is exposed, means we can observe from outside, it is termed as a crown. The part of tooth which is embedded in bony socket, this part is termed as a root, and the part which lies between the crown and root, covered by enamel. This part it is termed as neck. So each tooth have three parts, that is outer portion crown, inner portion root, and middle it is the neck. It gets connected with the help of ligament. It is termed as periodontine ligament, and this periodontine ligament forms the gomphosis joint or peg and socket type of joint. And this condition, while teeth embedded in bony sockets of jaw, the condition, first condition, it is termed as a thicodont. It is the thicodont, means teeth embedded in bony sockets of jaw. Condition is termed as a thicodont. Now, when we focus on the inner part, inner side of the tooth, we can observe a cavity which is filled with a tissue, and this cavity is termed as a pulp cavity. It is termed as pulp cavity. This pulp cavity have the canals in root, termed as a root canals. It is termed as root canal. While outer part which is somewhat bone-like, and this outer bone-like part is termed as a dentine. It is termed as dentine. So this is the structure from the point of view. Focus on the different parts associated with the tooth. The condition, that is the thicodont condition. Second condition associated with the human teeth, that is the heterodont. That is heterodont. Heterodont condition. Hetero means different, and don't means teeth. Don't means teeth. So human being consists different type of teeth. So the condition is heterodont. In human being we can observe four different type of teeth. That is, first it is incisors. Second, that is the canines. Third, that is the premolars, and fourth, that is the molars. So incisors shortly denoted by the letter I, canines by letter C, premolars by letter PM, while the molars by M. So incisors, canine, premolars, and molars. These four different type of teeth present in human being. So condition is termed as a heterodont. Condition is termed as heterodont. Now these incisors plays important role in cutting the food. So the function performed by each teeth, that is the incisors involved in process cutting of food. Canine involved in the process, that is tearing, while premolars and molars involved in the process, that is chewing. So cutting, tearing plus chewing forms the process. It is termed as a mastication. So mastication is the process of physical or mechanical digestion. So physical or mechanical digestion, because digestion occurs by two ways, that is physical or mechanical digestion, and second, that is chemical digestion. So physical or mechanical digestion occurs in mouth cavity with the help of process termed as a mastication. This mastication process occurs with the help of cutting, tearing, and chewing of food material. Cutting is carried by the teeth, that is incisors. Tearing is carried by the teeth, that is the canines, while the premolars and molars involved in the chewing. So second condition, it is termed as a heterodont. It is termed as a heterodont. And third condition associated with this, it is termed as diphodont. Third condition is termed as a diphodont. When we focus on this diphodont condition, Dicodont condition. This word indicates di means two, phio means sex, and don't means teeth. So two sets of teeth during lifetime. So the condition is termed as a dicodont. This dicodont condition means two sets of teeth. Two sets of teeth. That is first set. First condition, it is termed as milk teeth, also termed as deciduous teeth. And second condition, it is termed as permanent teeth. So milk teeth and permanent teeth. So two sets of teeth. तुम्हाला माहिती आहे दुधाचे दात असतात आणि परमनंट असतात. So milk teeth and deciduous teeth. Milk teeth and deciduous teeth are present up to the 6 to 7 years. 6 ते 7 वर्षांपर्यंत milk teeth असतात and after 7 years generally onwards the teeth present, it is termed as a permanent teeth. It is termed as permanent teeth. Generally, in human being, milk teeth are 20 in number, while permanent teeth it is 32 in number. So milk teeth is 20 and permanent teeth it is 32. Now, when you focus on the dental formula, so this teeth number denoted by formula, it is termed as a dental formula. So concentrate on this dental formula. This dental formula denoted by generally number of incisors, number of canines, number of premolars and number of molars present in half of upper jaw. Number of incisors, number of canines, number of premolars and number of molars present in half of upper jaw multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. So generally in milk teeth we can observe the condition that is 2102. 2102. Remember that is in milk teeth or deciduous teeth which type of teeth were absent, that is the premolars. Premolars were absent in milk teeth or deciduous teeth, while the total number 2 incisors, 1 canines and 2 molars. 1 molar also absent in milk teeth. It is third molar or wisdom teeth. ज्याला अक्कलदाढ म्हणतो तीही लहान मुलांच्या मध्ये नसते. त्यामुळे दाढा ज्या आहेत त्या मेन 2 आहेत. इन्सिजर्स ज्याला आपण पटाशीचे दात म्हणतो ते 2 वरच्या जबड्याच्या हाफ मध्ये आणि एक कॅनाइन ज्याला आपण सोळा म्हणतो की ज्याच्यामुळे कटिंग करणं, टिअरिंग करणं आणि च्युइंग करणं हे मुलांच्या मध्ये हे मिल्क टीथ मध्ये ऑब्झर्व होत आहे. सो मिल्क टीथ डेंटल फॉर्म्युला. व्हाय डेंटल फॉर्म्युला ऑफ परमनंट टीथ it is 2 1 2 3. 2 1 2 3 means here it is canines, incisors, premolars and molars. So this is the permanent teeth dental formula, that is the 2 1 2 3, while the milk teeth dental formula 2 1 2 3. याच्यावरती लास्ट 5 एक्झाम जर पाहिला तर 3 वेळा क्वेश्चन्स विचारलेला आहे या कंडिशन्स वरती. त्यामुळे टीचच्या ह्या कंडिशन्स खूप महत्त्वाच्या आहेत. एक क्वेश्चन्स तरी फिरवून विचारलेला आहे. एक क्वेश्चन जो आहे तो क्वेश्चन फिरवून विचारलेला आहे. आय विल रीड दिस क्वेश्चन which is asked in NEET examination in NEET 2017. A baby boy aged 2 years is admitted to play school and passes through a dental checkup. The dentist observed that the boy had 20 teeth. Which teeth were absent? Options are canines, premolars, molars and incisors. आता करेक्ट आन्सर आहे प्रीमोलर्स. पण यांनी डायरेक्ट विचारलेलं नाही, तुम्हाला कन्फ्यूज केलेलं आहे. कारण का ऑलरेडी मी तुम्हाला सांगितलेलं आहे की एक्झाम मध्ये 3 प्रकारचे क्वेश्चन्स असतात. इझी लेवलचे पेशंट्स असतात, मीडियम लेवलचे पेशंट्स असतात आणि डिफिकल्ट लेवलचे पेशंट्स असतात. तर इझी लेवलच्या पेशंट्स मध्ये इझी ऍस्पेक्ट असतो, जो सहज तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवलेला आहे, टेक्स्ट बुक मधला आहे तसा पार्ट घेतलेला आहे. मीडियम लेवल मध्ये थोडंसं ट्विस्ट केलेलं आहे आणि डिफिकल्ट लेवल मध्ये तुमची थिंकिंग प्रोसेस कशी झालेली आहे, पॉइंट तुम्हाला समजलाय का, ऍप्लिकेशन लेवलला जाताय का, आणि तसाच हा क्वेश्चन आहे. म्हणजे पहिल्या पार्ट मध्ये आपल्याला व्यवस्थित क्वेश्चन्स रीड करायचा आहे. तर बेबी बॉय एज 2 इयर्स 2 वर्षांचा इज ऍडमिटेड टू प्ले स्कूल, त्याला प्ले स्कूलला ऍडमिशन घ्यायचं आहे. पासेस थ्रू डेंटल चेकअप, पण तिथे डेंटल चेकअप करणं गरजेचं आहे. आणि डेंटल चेकअप करताना डॉक्टरांच्या लक्षात आलेलं आहे की एक प्रकारचे दात त्याच्या माउथ मध्ये नाही आहेत. तर कोणते नसतात, प्रीमोलर्स. तर असे काही ट्विस्टेड क्वेश्चन सुद्धा एक्झाम मध्ये विचारले जातात. म्हणजे एक्झाम मध्ये नेहमी प्लेन क्वेश्चन असतील असं नाही, तर काही क्वेश्चन जे आहेत ते क्वेश्चन तुम्हाला ट्विस्ट करून विचारले जातील, याच्यावरतीही कॉन्सन्ट्रेट करा. पुन्हा एकदा रिवाइज करतो पहा. टीथशी रिलेटेड, टीथ इन्व्हॉल्व्ड इन द फिजिकल डायजेशन, प्रोसेस इज टर्म्ड एज मॅस्टिकेशन. टीथ मध्ये आपल्याला लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे डेंटिशन, द ब्रांच which deals with all aspects of teeth, structure of teeth, conditions, 3 conditions आहेत, थिकोडॉन्ट, हेटेरोडॉन्ट आणि डायकोडॉन्ट. 19 ला हा क्वेश्चन विचारलाय आणि 18 ला क्वेश्चन विचारलाय, ह्या तिन्ही कंडिशन्स. आणि या 3 कंडिशन्स नंतर आपण डेंटल फॉर्म्युला पाहिलेला आहे. हा डेंटल फॉर्म्युला मेल मध्ये मिल्क टीथचा आणि परमनंट टीथचे हे डेंटल फॉर्म्युले दिलेले आहेत. लास्ट फंक्शन ऑफ टीथ, यू नो दॅट इज इट इन्व्हॉल्व्ड इन द मॅस्टिकेशन प्रोसेस.